Hey everybody, clearing. I'm still gonna keep showing up and doing these things, even though I've still got a cold. Yeah, still feeling guided to do this, so let's do it. Today I'm getting the message on the pre-shuffle to pull cards for the Divine Masculines for some advice coming up. I keep seeing that Ace of Wands, the new purpose-filled soul mission, deeper fulfilling path coming into form. So what is it that we can see for the Divine Masculines? Divine Creator, what can we understand for the Divine Masculines emotionally, mentally, and physically regarding the next level of purpose arising? What is it that we can see? So emotionally for the masculines, what is, oh, did you see that fly? So we're getting, wow, communication about the 3D and energetic transference. These did all come out on the edge like this, so neutrality. I'm hearing Divine Masculines, don't talk to everybody about the things you're brainstorming, because there are people around you that are not coming forward with you into the new templates, into the new timelines, into where you're going, basically. Timelines, I'm not sure about that word anymore. Time frequencies, or let's just say resonance. Not everybody's coming ahead with you. So there are going to be people who are going to be more critical about the things that you're beginning to evolve into. Watch for those that say limiting things, that say cliche things, that say that are over cautioning. And take it with a grain of salt, because that is coming up into your reality to be seen, to show you some of those status quo limiting things that you might still be resonating on. Because remember, everything we experience is a reflection of ourselves and our alignment. So if you do have people in your vicinity that are saying overly critical things about your prospects, your ideas, all of that, there is still an internal aspect of you that is limited as well. So take it as such. See it as, where do I need to have more information, more understanding, more confidence, more worthiness to be able to feel aligned with success on these levels, if I'm still manifesting a reality that has those cautionary things. It's all about a developmental curve. But here we have the 3D, my card of the 3D. The 3D is becoming more malleable, and it's more like lucid dreaming now than ever, because there are so much more provision and technology and potentials. We're not so limited as we used to be. So many more dreams and projects and ideas can find a way to fruition, because there's so much more option available these days. Oh goodness, pardon me again. But the energetic, this is sort of the divine instruction. This is signs, synchronicities. It's also telepathic connection, energetic read, discernment. So there's a growing kind of discernment in action here, Divine Masculines, regarding navigating the things you're beginning to open up to being possible. It's like some limitation has just been removed. That definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different result. It seems like there's more of a willingness to do things differently, to expect the results that have always been desired but were not accessed before. So there's like an opening, but I'm also seeing dropping in with discernment. So what is the advice for the Divine Masculines here? Okay, so we're getting staying open. Definitely keep an open mind, and watch, Divine Masculines, where you have a limiting belief come up, and ask yourself, is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Is it actually something that is guaranteed to happen? Chances are you will not be able to say yes to that. And then we have the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Coins, which is the nurture. When it's in the inverse like this, it's a deep need to self-soothe and bring unconditional love. So if you are kind of in a rite of passage right now, Divine Masculines, where you're starting to realize how limited those around you are, how narrow their thinking is, this is because you're evolving really quickly and you're needing to soothe yourself and not need the approval of these other people who aren't going to be following you where you're about to go into this innovative, uncharted territory. So this is, again, in your emotional realm. It's preparing you to stand the test of time in your own right. And this is not meaning to say, screw everybody who doesn't agree with me. This is just, when you've been divinely guided, when you've been inspired, when there is some sort of a discerning, energetic backing, and you know that your ideas are on the right track. This is about believing and feeling into that knowing on your heart and not being in weak energy that others may say in a cliche way, oh, that'll never work. And then literally just suppressing that dream or goal because somebody said that they were skeptical. So this is about you just really understanding your knowing. Okay, so on the conscious mind, what can we see for Divine Masculines at this time? Innovation. Okay, so there are things that are not producing growth right now. You know what I just heard? I read an article a little while ago about not hanging out with your Burning Man crew. So, how do I even unpack that? Why is it coming up right now? It was advice to 20-somethings not to hang out with your Burning Man crew all of the time, because this is the prime time to actually get somewhere in life. And if we hang out within our own kind of demographic too much, we don't get the added networking and exposure to things outside that paradigm, and it becomes limiting and self-fulfilling prophecy. So it's about opening the horizons consciously, Divine Masculines. Oh my goodness, sorry. And branching out from, and not that everybody's hanging out with a Burning Man crew, but individuating from that, at least in part, some of the time, branching out, trying new things without the herd, and just being more open-minded, because there are limiting paradigms that run in every social group, and this is about independent experience outside of that. So branching out from the established paradigms. What is the advice here? Oh wow, we get the Union 1111 wake-up card though. So again, in the neutral position, this is more unity consciousness, that we can access more connection if we branch out of our home paradigm, let's just say. This is saying that there is a connection point to be held in all paradigms if only we have eyes to see it. So there's a foundation to be seen. This is a new kind of structure, Divine Masculines, that you're being asked to see the connection between paradigms and peer groups and social groups and all kinds of things like that, that there's some expansion, a neutrality that can come in and see that people are not that different. We all kind of want the basic good things. We want our needs met, and there is connection. There are life-affirming things that connect us across borders and paradigms, I just heard. And so this is the connective truth. When we can open up into different demographics, different paradigms. It's like a master key code that allows for the things that we have to bring into this world to access a broader scope of recipients. So this is an ultimate truth here, that it's time to come out of a certain way of thinking and have beginner's eyes, that there is a foundation that you've been created, or that you've been creating in your own paradigms, divine masculines, but it's time to start translating the wisdom that you've found in your paradigm into other paradigms. I heard interdisciplinary, but there's also other outlets. And when we're talking about abundance and revenue, there are things that you've learned in your home paradigm that can apply to other paradigms that might just be the missing piece. So I'm hearing there's a money-making idea, that it's not just for money-making purposes, but there's a lot of financial benefit in what you already know that could be translated into a different outlet. And I'm really getting like a consulting vibe. The King of Swords is a precise analytical mind, which is an expert in their field. And so divine masculines, you have some expertise and a foundation in that expertise that can be translated outside your paradigm. Cool message. So it's time to start thinking in abstractions and different ways of applying what you know outside the box. What can we see for the physical realm for divine masculines? Wow, your emotions and your passions are also being asked to go to the next level with an increase of transparency and application and channeling it, directing it into more of a streamlined, potent effort. So it's like you've got a lot of pent-up emotions, a lot of potential that you're not tapping, divine masculines. It's time to directionalize that into excelling in a new way. What can we get for support for divine masculines in their physical? Okay, something right away. So spiritual guidance. I just heard the eclipse with the sun and moon here, these keys. So there is a masculine, feminine key. So many of you masculines have been inspired by your twin journey, by this relationship journey that you've been on. It's teaching you things about your emotions and your sensual desires and passions, but you're also learning a lot of spiritual truths from that. Ooh, and we got the card of victory into the future here. So there are public recognitions and public acclaim that's set in escrow for you that you're going to be stepping into, and it has to do with the emotional mastery. Oh my goodness. And channeling of the passions going forward. With victory in the reverse like this and the internalized high priest, it's a work in progress. I'm actually going to pull one more card for support. What can the divine masculines know about this work in progress? I just heard practice makes perfect and getting yourself out there. So otter spirit, you are never alone. So collaboration with those networking, I'm getting divine masculines, and know your worth. So even if you have reached a dead end or a finale or a final destination in your specific paradigms, there's some interdisciplinary networking. Others, you are never alone. There are collaborations that you can have, and just because something has been tapped out or you've reached the limitations of something doesn't mean that your worth is dependent on that end. There's something of value to celebrate and apply in a different direction, and it might not be evident to you right now, but it's coming. I just drooled. You're not really invested, or you're not really fully in something unless you drool. There you go. I'm drooling in this reading. Oh, embarrassing. Just kidding. I don't really get embarrassed, but keeping it real. Okay, let's see what the divine masculines are up to today. So thank you, Divine Creator. What are the masculines thinking about these connections with their divine counterpart? What are they thinking about their divine counterpart? What are they feeling on the heart space for the connection? At this post-eclipse time, what are they feeling for their counterpart? What are they wishing in their own lives? What are they wishing in these connections? What actions in their own lives? What actions towards these connections? What are the biggest challenges and solutions? And where is the energy going in the near future? Okay. Conscious mind for the connections. Ooh, there's that sword of truth again, the King of Swords, and awakening. So divine masculines are realizing, time capsule energy, this protection bubble, that something they're starting to see is putting these connections in a new context. They see that they have not been able to get to this level of understanding or consciousness with other connections, that your connection, divine feminines, has elevated their mind, has made them impeccable, I'm hearing. Regarding certain awarenesses about dynamics and interaction with you and with others, it's shown the difference between karmic things. It's shown the difference, the contrast. It's brought them higher. Star body matrix, multidimensional consciousness, and holographic information. Exactly. It's helped set a base tone, a base note for frequency. It's a pure frequency in these connections that's helped them see how to purify other connections, or what would be needed for those connections to be more authentic. I just heard this connection has never failed, never ceased to amaze. And so it's that bell tone in this connection that has set the bar for all other experiences. This is a shared effort, and they're seeing the teamwork here. What is the conscious mind for you, divine feminine? High priest and the lovers. Nothing but bliss. Look at that. Holy incense, the highest, the purest, the most beautiful. You're just a shining example of love, I heard. And neutrality, diplomacy, negotiation, and philosophy. Yeah, this connection has shown them love, which is the master teacher, master healer. So good. The truth, the spiritual truth, the energetic truth. Is show them how to be non-attached and neutral in all things in their lives. Lover above, I just heard. So it has really given them a gold standard. I'm still going to plug through this reading. My goodness. What are the masculines feeling on the heart space for the feminine? Oh, there's that Ace of Wands and divine timing. So this is the passionate new beginning, the higher purpose. And this love has helped inspire that. And it's been divinely guided. A gift. They're starting to realize the gift that this connection is more and more and more. Chamber of regeneration, creation, multiplication, and growth. This is the primary connection that they've ever experienced in their lives. Divine feminine that produces growth. Consistent, lifelong growth is available here. So divine masculines are understanding that there's never an exhaustible limit in these connections. Just when they think they're over or can't possibly evolve into something else, it never ceases to amaze. So they feel the love. They feel like there's just so much potential here. The Olympic torch, I just heard. It's like a marathon that is superhuman, but it's next level. What are they feeling on the heart space for their feminine? Seven of Wands, Seeker of Flames. This is really interesting because we're getting that energetic bubble again from a different deck. So there's such a sacred holy of holies, like a very sacred inner circle feeling here that I'm getting in the heart space, that you are tucked away in their heart of hearts. And it's a spiritual, energetic point of contact. It's a really special, sacred spot within where you commune with each other. Awakening to source, soul confidence, reassurance, and source essence. So they are seeing when they align with their truth, their source essence, their authenticity on that level, that you're right there. And that is a guaranteed of long-lasting protection. I'm hearing that is the most safe intimacy we can get, is when someone else can meet us in this source alignment on that deepest level. And they have that for you. They have the recognition on their heart. What is the wish for their own lives at this time? To come into true abundance and out of anxiety, out of the dark night of the soul, out of depression, out of anxiety, find their niche, find their path. For many, it's also aligning with you, Divine Feminine, but that's secondary to just finding their path in this world. And fortune, enthusiasm, learning, generosity, and fortune. So it's the perpetual motion of alignment. That's their wish. They want to align so that they generate abundance through them, around them, to them. So they really come into it and out of the cold. Oh. What are they wishing towards your connection? I just heard they want to take their lives to the next level to do you justice. Queen of Wands, Divine Feminine, and autonomy, self-fulfillment, non-reaction. They want to be whole. They want to sit in this same alignment and commune. They want to keep growing lifelong. So they want to keep celebrating the fact that this connection doesn't limit, doesn't cap potential, doesn't confine. To each their own, and yet it's so beautiful. It keeps leveling up always. What can we see for Divine Masculine's actions in their own right? They're really set to take a leap of faith, to default to choosing their heart's truth, individuating from the crowd impeccably. So yeah, this is the next level, Divine Masculines, where you really become that innovator. And this is the energetic alpha, where you are taking what you have been shown on Most High and bringing it through infallibly. Portals, possibilities, and options. Yeah, there's something, Divine Masculines, you're ready to leap towards. It's like others might think it's a long shot, but you energetically know that it's I'm seeing parkour and like doing a death-defying, heralding, like somersault across high-rise buildings onto a landing on the other side. But the Divine Masculines knowing that it's a guaranteed landing and then being able to go for it. So another level of miracles. What are the masculines doing towards this connection? Alchemy and more than friendship. So they're admitting that there's much more than friend zone friendship, and there is an alchemical process that happens when the two unite in this connection. So they're wanting to grow that synergy. Hydrogen atom consciousness, beginning, and faith. So they're really on board with this alchemical process that happens with the two. Not just the sensual, sexual energy, but it's also the mind space and the emotions. There's a balance, an equilibrium, and an innovation that they're starting to see that justifies the sexual connection and the passion here. So that next level, intense sensual connection, they're seeing why that's justified. They're seeing that there's an intellectual connection. There's an emotional balance. When they're at their best, they're most authentic, you completely complement. What is the direction? Oh, what's the biggest challenge? The changes towards union. This could be a little bit of a distance with the globe here, the two of wands at a bit of a distance. So the biggest challenge is waiting for these changes in the physical, being the pentacles that close the gap. Temple of centering, solitude, seclusion, grounding, and belonging. Here are the twins, the shared space and the distance between. Oh, those line up so nicely. And all this too. So this is a blending of dualities. This is the challenge, though. It's remaining as individuals while coming closer together and collaborating more and more. Where there's a will, there's a way. And now there's a new way of looking at all this. What is the spirit guidance for this? Overcoming any obstacle and trusting the commitment, the connection, the knowing. Focusing on the portals, possibilities, and potentials, not the deal breakers or the limitations. Perspective, ideals, and beliefs. Yeah, switching over from the can'ts, shouldn'ts, won'ts, to the yes, because I know. And so now it's unlimited potentials and possibilities. There is nothing that cannot be worked around or overcome. What is the direction of the connection? Progress. And wishing with the masculines, whole hearts. Some divine masculines and feminines are seeing that they have to release addictions in order to go forward. That their crutches, their addictions have been coping methods that have been holding them back. I'm getting that message for some. And that these next level things are on the horizon for those who can just finally let go of the things that have been space holders or placeholders, energetic placeholders, while they've gathered the capacity to actually up-level. And seal of individuality, authenticity, uniqueness, and integration. Yeah, so there's been a lot of work put into becoming individuals, authentic individuals, and now I'm seeing there's progress towards next level. Integration. So now that the twins have really become aware of their uniqueness as individuals, that won't be lost because it's so celebrated and honored now that it can't be lost. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because I'm about to have a coughing fit, but I love you all so much. Bye for now.